India's air power story is about to enter a decisive phase. And this time, it is not just about buying aircraft. It is about rebuilding strength, speed, and strategy all at once. The Defense Ministry has told a parliamentary panel that some of the biggest Air Force deals in decades are now lined up for 2026-27. At the center of this push are 114 Dassault Rafale jets. Alongside that, up to 60 medium transport aircraft and more airborne early warning systems are also in the pipeline. In simple terms, this is not an upgrade, this is a scale-up. Now here's the context. The Indian Air Force has been operating below its sanctioned squadron strength for years. Older aircraft are retiring, threat perceptions are rising, and the gap needs to be filled not slowly but quickly. That is where this massive procurement plan comes in. The Rafale deal cleared earlier under the MRFA program is expected to cost over 3 lakh crore rupees. But this is not just about imports. Under the plan, these jets will be built in India by Dassault Aviation in partnership with an Indian firm. So the message is clear: buy global, build local. Then comes the transport backbone. The plan to acquire around 60 medium transport aircraft is equally critical. These aircraft will replace the aging Antonov An-32 fleet, which has been the workhorse of the Air Force for decades. Whether it is troop movement, disaster relief, or logistics in high-altitude zones, transport aircraft are not glamorous, but they are essential. And the competition here is intense. Platforms like the Embraer C390 Millennium, Lockheed Martin C130J Super Hercules, and Airbus A400M Atlas are all in the race. Each brings different strengths: speed, payload, range. The final choice will shape India's airlift capability for decades. But here's where it gets more interesting. The real game changers are not just fighters or transport planes. They are the so-called combat enablers. Systems like AEW&C, airborne early warning and control platforms. These are essentially flying command centers. They see beyond the horizon. They track threats. They guide fighters. In modern warfare, they are the difference between reacting and anticipating. Add to that flight refuelers and electronic intelligence platforms, and suddenly you're not just upgrading aircraft, you're upgrading the entire ecosystem of air warfare. There is also a strong push for self-reliance. The Air Force has set up a new Directorate of Aerospace Design. The idea is simple: work with Indian industry, work with academia, identify niche technologies, and turn them into real battlefield solutions. Not someday, but soon. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. This is happening at a time when the geopolitical environment is anything but stable. From border tensions to global conflicts, air power is becoming central to deterrence. Speed matters, reach matters, information matters, and India is clearly preparing for that reality. There is also a slightly ironic twist here. For years, India was criticized for slow defense procurement, files moving slowly, deals getting delayed. But now the challenge is different. Can the system move fast enough to absorb such massive investments efficiently? Because buying is one part, integrating is another. Training pilots, building infrastructure, maintaining fleets. That is where the real test lies. From India's side, this is about capability, credibility, and confidence. A stronger Air Force means stronger deterrence. It means better preparedness, and it sends a clear signal. India is not just watching global shifts, it is preparing for them. The timeline is set, the intent is clear, the scale is massive. Now the question is simple: can execution match ambition?